Brandon Johnson said,
"Our city is truly the most amazing city in the world. And here's the thing, the right wing in this country knows it. They know it. That's why they can't stop talking about us. They wish they were us."
He is possibly right, just not the way he expected. More citizens are speaking out in other cities and states against their local government. Good job, Brandon.
Dangerous. Garrett, I see that they are arresting some people down there. What's going on?
In the last 10 or 15 minutes, this roadway right here that leads to the ICE facility, it is blocked off. They are not supposed to be standing there, but over 10 minutes or so ago, this crowd started to move into the street to try to block it off from any access going in or out. And that's when these clashes with law enforcement started, when they refused to get out to the sides of the street, these designated protest zones, and some shoving that was involved with the county sheriff, as well as state police that are out here, as well as Broadview police. You can see down here now, riot police coming down the road.
Again, good job, Brandon, with your peaceful protesters.
Just like those families enjoyed the tree lighting, just like the families that enjoyed the parade the very next day, Saturday night, where thousands of families came down and we lit up the streets of Chicago with the beautiful Christmas lights.
Now releasing new surveillance video and pictures showing who they believe to be the person who killed Floyd near Dearborn in Monroe. The video clearly shows the suspect aiming a gun, and pictures from CPD give us a better look at the suspect's face. Floyd's death was tied to a so-called teen takeover. His family says he was downtown to celebrate the Millennium Park Christmas tree lighting ceremony with friends. Nelson says he tells kids in the program to always avoid these gatherings.
In another part of the world, Michigan.
Just a kind reminder, 3-minute limitation, and the clerk will let you know when there's 30 seconds left, okay? And thank you. And just a kind reminder to address the council. You're here to address the council and be respectful of everybody in the audience. If you'd like to speak, you're more than welcome to speak and come up, but please no outbursts, okay? We have Andre Williams.
How you doing? It's good to be here. I speak here as of course, a resident of Detroit, a veteran, someone who's firm in my belief as a Christian, as an American nationalist. We came here today to send a message that American towns and cities will not be Islamified. We do not want this in our country. We're against that. And as a message for white Americans and black Americans, the identity of our country is firmly rooted in our history and who we are as Christians. We should never reject that. We should never go past that. We should never let that down. We should put it up and put it forward. We have two prime examples, one in Europe and one happening in Nigeria, the slaughter of Christians in Nigeria and the invasion of Europe from Islamic countries. Now, of course, we know that our foreign policy over the last 40 years has been detrimental to the United States on the behalf of Israel. I oppose that. But does not mean that we're going to open our borders to a bunch of people into our country. We're no longer going to do that. Gen Z, I believe, is opposed to mass migration. We're opposed to the destruction of our country. We're opposed to everything that the prior generations have allowed. We're no longer going to allow that, and I speak firmly on that. And proudly, as a black American, as an American, as a Christian, against what is happening in our country. I hear about all this hate that we brought to Dearborn, but myself and the people who've been here with us, we've been met with great hate since we've been walking up and down the street, Michigan Avenue. I've been spit on. I've been called a house Negro, a coon, everything under the book because I'm black and I care about my country. Imagine that. That's the nation we stand in. If you stand for your country, you're called everything under the book. If you stand for your people, whether you're white or black, Hispanic, Arab, you're called the enemy of the people. That's the time we live in, and I'm disgusted by it. Walking with white Americans saying that I'm a Christian and I believe in this country feels like I'm in the 1950s. I feel like I'm somebody from the South, a white person from the South walking with a black person. To see on the other side the pain is disgusting. The fact that Americans cannot be proud of their faith and stand firm in their faith against what we're seeing across the Western world and to be opposed to it and be met with calls of Nazi and fascist, well, that's what you want to call us. If that's what you want to bring to us, hatred, well, we will stand firm in what we believe regardless of how much you hate us. Because our belief is in God, our belief is in our country, our belief is in our people. And we promote that each and every day until death. And I think that's something that our history shows. We are not fearful of anyone.
You have 30 seconds.
We're not fearful of anyone in this country. Americans have built the world. We've bring great things upon this world. And as Christians, we've done much to civilize the world. And we will not allow anyone to tell us we cannot be Christian, that we cannot say what we want in this country, because we've built this country into what it is. And we allow people to come over here and have their say. Well, guess what? We say no to Islamification of the United States and all of Western civilization. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Beware of language.
All right, Mr. Edward Lang. All right. Commander Madu, you guys got to keep it down. Okay.
In 1900, the world was 30% white. Fast forward 125 years, we are down to 7%. The Islamification of Europe is particularly aimed at the destruction of white people. The Islamification of America is aiming to meet the same goal. Our people, white Christian, European, Western civilization, we built the arts. We built the Colosseum. We have ran the world into the industrial age. And now, this people here, the Muslim community, is looking to drag us back. They're looking to oppress women, oppress homosexuals. They're looking to destroy everything that makes America great. President Trump, send ICE into Dearborn. These people have overstayed their visas. They're H-1B chain migration invaders, and they have come to this country to destroy our way of life. We know exactly your laws in your book about lying to our faces, pretending to be Americans, wearing your suits. But that doesn't happen anywhere else where you guys are in charge. There are 53 Muslim majority countries, and in all of them, it is tyranny, destruction, it is shithole living. We have to call it what it is. You guys don't live like we do. We don't want you in our country. We will come and eat your shawarma in Somalia, okay? We don't need it here in Michigan. We don't need it in any part of America. We have a right to self-determination. Our founding fathers fought and died for our posterity, for white Americans. And we're being driven out. You come here and you marry 4 or 5 women and you outbreed us. You change the laws. You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the fuck out of my country. I don't want you here. We don't want you here.
That's fine.
I don't want you here. I don't want you here.
That's fine, sir. Just
This is our country. And
Chief,
the
can you
people,
send the guys out there?
the veterans, the World War II veterans, that's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic, are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America, and they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding, insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us, and get the fuck out. America first. America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Thank you.
Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Thank you.
Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Time has expired.
Order in the chambers. Order in the chambers.
And that concludes our meeting for
Jesus
today.
is king.
Hey, guys. Sir, get these guys. Guys, you got to go back to the seat. Everybody back to your seats or you'll be removed.
Go back and sit down, please. Sit down, please.
All right. All right. Mr. Deegan, do you want to speak or you're good? Okay, go ahead, sir.
Well, that is quite something to follow up.
Just your name for the record.
I'm sorry. My name is Anthony Deegan, longtime Dearborn resident. I just want to say I kind of went into the march midstream, and have seen everything that's taken place. And this is a religious conversation today. And I think that God is extremely grieved. I've seen hate. I've seen anger. I've seen a lot of pride. In the cross, we see the embodiment of Christ. We see the embodiment of Christianity. It's love. It's self-sacrifice. It's humility. And we've seen today and in the past few weeks, hate, self-serving of the highest order in many camps. And we've seen pride and arrogance. And I think there's a way to disagree, and there's a way not to disagree. As you all know, I have come here. I've disagreed. I think that what's happening now is an outgrowth of the comments that have taken place in here, and I've disagreed with some of those comments, but this is not the way to battle that. And to attach one's name to Christ and do that is maligning the name of Christ. I got a chance to talk to one of the people who tried to burn a Quran, and as a Christian, as somebody involved in ministry who reads the Bible, I say to myself, how does this serve anything? How does this help anything? And so I asked him, where do you find this in the New Testament? Is this emulating Christ? Does this change hearts and minds for Christ? Are you doing what Jesus would do? And he said, no, he doesn't find it in the New Testament, and he doesn't care. And so, if you want to do your own thing, you can do your own thing. If you want to be hateful, you can be hateful. If you want to take something that is disagreeable and turn it into something times 10, you can do that, but don't attach Christ's name to that. That is not who Christ is. So I want to take this opportunity to read what the Bible does say about this matter. It's from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. It's known as the chapter of love. It says, if I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but do not have love, I have become a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have the gift of prophecy and know all the mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have all faith so as to remove mountains,
You have 30 seconds.
but not have love, I am nothing. And if I give all my possessions to feed the poor, and if I surrender my body to be burned, but do not have love, it profits me nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It is not jealous, does not brag, is not puffed up. It does not act unbecomingly, does not seek its own, is not provoked, does not take into account a wrong suffered. It does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. But if there are gifts of prophecy, they will be done away. If there are tongues, they will cease. If there is knowledge, it will be done away.
Expired.
Sure, you finishing? You can finish your thought. Is that the last? Just finish the last thought.
I'll just finish the last thought. Read the rest of the chapter. It's great. Matthew 11:29 from Christ's own words. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Deegan.
That's just a part. Brandon Johnson inspired the spread of retaliation against the local government for not coming through for Americans. Looks like matters have become contagious. If you enjoyed this content, like, share, comment, and subscribe all for alerts.